Good morning and welcome to Axis Direct Opening Bell. A quick pre-market briefing with key global cues, overnight trends, and market-moving insights to keep you ahead. We'll start with the global markets. Overnight on Wall Street, markets closed lower. The Dow fell 0.59%, weighed down by a 2% decline in Apple shares. The S&P 500 slipped 0.19%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq ended marginally lower, down 0.05%. Asian markets traded mixed in early trade today. Japan outperformed, with the Nikkei gaining 0.8% and the Topix rising 0.86%. South Korea's Kospi edged up 0.1%, while the Kosdaq fell 0.72%. Meanwhile, Australia's ASX 200 declined 0.58%. Nifty closed at 24,239 yesterday, marking a loss of 96 points. It started the week on a negative note as rising oil prices and a depreciating rupee weighed on investor sentiment. The index formed a small bullish candle and remained restricted within the previous session's range, indicating a lack of strength on either side. However, Nifty managed to hold its 20-day SMA support zone of 24,107, indicating a positive bias. For the day, 24,300 remains a crucial resistance, and a decisive move above this level may lead momentum towards 24,400 to 24,500 levels. On the downside, 24,200, followed by the 24,100 zone, is expected to provide immediate support. Meanwhile, the daily RSI has turned flat. However, it is sustaining above its reference line, signaling an absence of strength on either side. Monday's weak session snapped Friday's rally as rising Middle East tensions pushed crude oil to $90, while disappointing first-quarter margins triggered a sharp sell-off in private banking stocks. The rupee weakened by 14 paise to 96.44 against the US dollar, and FIIs sold 1,121 crores rupees, taking the monthly net inflow to 12,342 crores rupees. Nifty futures declined 62 points on long unwinding, with open interest falling 2.6%, while premiums moved from minus 13 to 21 points. Bank Nifty futures dropped 409 points on a fresh short build-up, with open interest rising 3%, while premiums increased from 12 to 180 points. Options activity remained call-heavy. Fresh calls were added at 24,500 and unwound at 24,800, while puts were added at 23,900 and unwound at 24,300. Nifty PCR declined from 1.42 to 1.28, while Bank Nifty PCR eased from 1.05 to 0.97. India VIX, however, slipped 1.3% to 12.98, indicating a sector-specific correction rather than a broader market panic. The FII long-short ratio declined from 0.12 to 0.10. FIIs reduced futures and calls while adding protective puts. Proprietary traders also trimmed calls and aggressively accumulated puts, while bullish retail participants added futures and calls and reduced put protection, leaving them vulnerable to further downside. For today's weekly expiry, watch 24,100 as strong support and 24,400 as major resistance. That's it for today. Please note that this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Please refer to our website for the full disclaimer. Thank you and see you in the next episode. Investments and securities markets are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.